Hello, my name is Hakon, and welcome back to my channel where today somebody just started cutting grass in the neighbor's garden just as I pressed record to start this video. That's fine because that means if you're watching this in winter, you can sort of think, oh yeah, cutting grass, the sound of lawn mowers. It's just like summer, give you a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling. Hmm. Right, but if you're watching this at any other time, never mind that. It's a bit of background noise just for a bit of flavor. And I'm going to say a few words about computer magazines. Now, I have made two videos so far about computer magazines, but I have a lot more to make. So if you look in my bookshelf and you look at the top here, and there are these colored files you can see up there. And they're all full of computer magazines, and most of them are a replication of a significant part of the collection I used to have back in the 80s. I started buying computer magazines in 1986, and I kept buying them until about 1990. I bought Commodore, no, not Commodore, computer and video games, and I bought Commodore User. Those were my two main magazines. Also bought quite a few issues of Compute's Gazette, mostly because it had the best product listings. I otherwise didn't like them that much. I did like the format though, the slightly smaller American format. And so I've been buying those on eBay every now and again when I've seen some that aren't ridiculously overpriced, which does happen quite a bit. And so gradually I've got a slightly decent collection now, I think, and I really think I should make the time to also have a look through them. Some things I might want to scan, etc. as well. So of course, there's going to be a lot of focus on what I know the best from the time, which is, of course, the Commodore 64, and then I also had the Amiga for a little while. But for me, I think the golden age of both the 80s when it comes to computing and also when it comes to magazines was that Commodore 64 focus era from sort of 1984 to 1987-ish, where basically most of the significant content of these magazines was to do with the Commodore 64, what was new developments in games, etc. That is for me the most nostalgic part of it. Now I'm not going to make a new proper looking at a single magazine video today. I just wanted to make a little video because I just received this in the mail. And this may be some more magazines. Let's have a little look at it. So I'm just going to move the view to my desk now. So, right, here we are on my desk. And let's see what we got in here. It says do not bend. Let's do that. Let's tear it open. Just take them out of their cocoon. So let's just be a bit careful because some of these old magazines can be rather frail. Let's get that out of the way. So let's see, what have we got here? We got Commodore User from August 1988. And of course, they are starting to do more and more Amiga content by this time. But of course, there was a little bit later in the print run of Commodore User, they changed the styling to a much more bland one that a lot of magazines had in the 90s, with just a sort of plain corner here. And I think they started calling it CU. It just says CU, and the CU Amiga eventually it just dropped the Commodore 64 completely. And Commodore User was my favorite magazine, I think. I mean, I started out reading computer and video games, and I really liked it, but of course, it also covered things for the C16, the Plus 4, the Spectrum, the Amstrad, and other things, even though it was mainly Commodore 64, I suppose, because that was the biggest home computer gaming platform. This is April 1988, Commodore User as well. This is towards the end of the sort of era that I really want to have in my collection now. Now this is one that is missing the back page, and it didn't say in the listing that it did, so I'm a little bit miffed about that. I'm going to complain about that later, because if you show a picture like this and you don't show that the back page is missing, that is not good. But yeah, this one is in better nick. That was December 87, by the way, the one I moved aside there. January 88. Rampage, of course. Slightly silly game, slightly bit of fun. And there's something else weird going on here with the back cover. It's been slashed. Somebody's been using it as a cutting mat. So somebody is not in particularly good shape, but that is alright. It's mostly for the content, though. I'm not so fussed about the magazines themselves, as long as they're not too frayed. Great Gianna Sisters, of course, famously the game that got dropped quite quickly because it is basically a blatant copy of Mario Brothers. Even the name is pretty close, isn't it? Sisters instead of brothers, and yeah. Which of course was a game that was really big on Amiga, and also it was released for Commodore 64 before it got before they got sued by Nintendo, of course. And Amiga Power, and I'm not sure where this one came from. I didn't order this one. So yeah, that's a bit of a mystery, but or maybe it was included with one of these and I just didn't notice. No, that's alright. I'm not sure if this is something that was a supplement to one of these magazines, maybe coming in issue 1. Yeah, this is a sort of a Amiga Power. Looks like it's sort of just an sort of a teaser for a new magazine called Amiga Power from the makers of Amiga Format. When is this from? This is from 91. I don't know why I got this one, but I definitely didn't buy it, or at least not on purpose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 magazines. Today's little addition to my collection, and this one is looking quite good apart from the missing back. So that is fine. It's the contents that really matter the most. Although I do like having the back covers. They often have very nice adverts on them because that is premium advert space, of course, the back covers. So they often have the nice adverts there. So yeah, that's what I had for you today. Of course, I will make more videos where I actually go through these magazines one at a time, and yeah, say more about them, say a little bit about my memories of them in many cases, because many of these magazines I had back in the day, and also my thoughts and memories about the things in them as well. So yeah, it's one of those little trips down memory lane that I like to do a little stroll on every now and again. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I think that's it for today. I'm just going to do a transition now, so I'm going to do... Right, there we are. That's just a little glance at what's new in my collection, and there will be more videos about these at a later time, of course, and so you will see these again eventually. It will take a while, probably, because as you can see, I do have quite a bit to get through up there, and of course these will be added there as well. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this interesting, even though I'm not showing you too much today of these magazines, and I'll see you again next time with more videos. Goodbye for now. Bye bye.